If you're able, could you please be upstanding for the Australian National Anthem?
Australians, all let us rejoice, for we are one and free, with golden soil and wealth for toil. Our home is good by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty, rich and rare. In history's page, let every state of birds Australia fair. In joyful strains, and let us sing of birds Australia fair.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. All the very best of luck to our competing clubs, Eaglehawk, Kangaroo Flat and Sandhurst, and to our umpires ahead of our senior and A-grade grand finals for 2025.
Where Father Jackson Saunders is down there, the toss of the coin is about to be done. Good afternoon to you, Jackson, and you're back with us again.
I am thrilled to be with you, Cameron, and throughout the afternoon the coin toss is literally taking place in the centre circles. So it's Cooper Smith, the Sandhurst skipper, and the Mickelson medalist from Eaglehawk, Billy Evans, and Cooper Smith has won the toss and elected to kick to the city end. That is a wise move because there's a strong breeze. I would say at least 2 to 3 goals.
First contest underway, it looks like Tarju and Evans are lined up on each other as well. So let's get the grand final underway. Season 2025, the big dance is underway. Smetzer got the first hands to the ruck, but he couldn't. First kick of the day goes to O'Brien. It's picked up above his head by Jack Thompson. He'll wheel around and send it inside forward 50 to a charging O'Shannessy. And he takes the mark, hard on a lead, 40 out directly in front. Around his body, it's a high ball inside forward 50. They all camp under it. Hanley comes through and knocks it forward, but it's picked up by Hood. Hood snaps around the body, the top of the square, coming around Green, able to knock the ball to ground. He then sharked it, snapped around the body and kicked the first goal of the day. Terrific finish.
Forward, Curnow couldn't quite get it. Thompson did well. He dished it off nicely to O'Brien. He'll go inside forward 50. O'Shannessy barrels at the footy. They're going goalward now. Eaglehawk. They're putting the Dragons under pressure. Mopped up by Ireland. Nice by Mullen. Mullen will go into the hot spot. Curnow tries to mop up. He does for the Dragons and sends it beyond 50.
He does, but Eaglehawk are going to have the numbers at the drop of the footy through Frost, who with a little neat kick inside forward 50 finds Parla Kuma.
Frost by hands. Tried to give it to Butterick. Butterick lost it. Whistle on play. Free kick. Shot at goal, Dragons. The man on the mark stands just inside 50. 45-degree angle, city end. He gets underneath it and he pumps the air. Hadn't even made it halfway and he knew. Lockie Tardrew. What a goal. Don Small, 25. Local fresh footy. That takes it to 2-1-13. Sandhurst, Eaglehawk, 2 behinds, 12 and a half gone.
There's another free kick here too. There's the free kick being paid off the ball.
This afternoon as Keating is the man with the footy. Frost stands at 38 metres. Keating puts another goal. You get 2 for 1. What a deal. Here it is at the QEO. And that's some momentum for Sandhurst. Takes them to 3-1-19, leading Eaglehawk 2 behind score. Frost owes them a couple as he got in that contest. Tapped it to Neves. Neves got tackled by Hood. Free kick again and Lockie Hood. Son, put it through. It will be your 4th if you do. It'll be a super goal. Lockie Hood. Great season this season. Let's see what he does. He gets underneath it and he loves it. What a goal! Lockie Hood. He started celebrating just as he kicked it. He had to pay admission to get back in where he stood.
This is what people are suggesting out there towards the city end. Sam Thompson receives the footy. He'll be able to then paddle it up towards the top of the 50. Holmes in a one-on-one battle, couldn't take it against Wright. Did well to feed the handball out to Mullen. Mullen steps, steadies, composes himself and hits Billy Evans. Uncontested, he was pushed after he got the mark.
Umpire will throw it in. Maxted front position, grabs it, a little cute handball to Matt Wilkinson, weaves a path, goes around the body and goalward. Campbell got the position and took a grab. It was good one-on-one contested and only 10 metres out. He'll step around the corner like they always do nowadays. And Campbell slams it through. And they go to 5-1-31 at Sandhurst. No goals are attacking. Good, strong Dragons tackling. They'll win it. Tardrew's out and kicks it to the wing.
So Maxted goes at it. He just didn't quite take the mark in front of Neves, but he was impeded. Umpire said he got him high. So Maxted picks up the footy. No one on the mark. So he's allowed to just get up and go. Runs his a lot of distance and chips the pass to absolute perfection. But in defence for Eaglehawk. Looks to switch and then he's going to have to come more central. Dangerous kick and he's kicked it straight to James Coughlin.
Eaglehawk, can they win it through the middle? They won't. Hurry kick by Cooper Smith. He goes to the Dragons. He looks for Fergus Green and it's a good strong mark that was taken, saving by Langford.
And 50 metres as well.
For what?
Carried a long way. It spills to the back. Coughlin managed to fire out a handball, showing all his class and experience today. Maxted picked it up, handballed it off to Lockie Wright. Lockie Wright goes goalwards and slots it. So the Dragons are on fire. A 34-point lead as we're
forward line. So both styles of play aren't working.
It's an absolute clinic being put on here by Sandhurst. What a super team they are. Now it's Butterick, receives the handball from Frost. Eaglehawk inside forward 50.
He's paid the push.
And they will get a free kick right on the siren. Twirls the ball between his palms, crosses the paint of 50. Now he goes under, stabs at it and punches at the crowd and says, "You beauty!" It's through the middle and didn't they need that right City end. They lead by 28 points. Fans it wide to the outer side swimming pool wing. O'Farrell is the recipient. Gets tackled strongly by O'Brien of Eaglehawk.
To the forward, he finds Austin, 70 out from goal. Austin launches towards a one-on-one contest for Tom Campbell. Knocked away from him. Langford comes back to supply some help for Eaglehawk. And he'll clear out defence. It should sit for Kuma. Kuma's got to get around the one-on-one of Smetzer. Smetzer got him in a terrific tackle. Kuma stood up, managed to get his kick away. And he found Frost, who emerges with it inside forward 50. Nick Thompson flies. Picked up by Lockie Hood. Hood gave it straight to Hoare. Over the top he goes. O'Shaughnessy couldn't get there. Ireland actually come charging in. He was playing a loose role in defence, but they've somehow managed to stuff it up. And Ben Thompson socked through a goal. It's the most unusualest of goals.
A free kick. It was overzealous. Bennett short pass finds Billy Evans, the Mickelson medalist from 2025. He's on left half forward, too far to score. It's a crowded forward line. Isley should be his target. It is, and he clunks this one, gets one under the chin, but puts some mayo on it. I reckon they're standing up, the umpires, and so are Eaglehawk now. Important kick. Let's see what he can do. He owes them one, I reckon, from a couple of minutes ago. And slots it, game on! Fans it wide to the outer side, swimming pool side. They ended up there. Smetzer collected the footy, had time, not sure what to do with it. He goes shallow inside forward 50. The lead was on, didn't quite hit it. Maxted handballs it there to Austin. Austin with the footy and it's a goal! Good reply, Dragons.
It's still pretty strong out there.
Ball up in the forward pocket. Sandhurst handball their way out. Finding space, Austin, he's gone from the boundary and he's gone right across the face of goal and found Kobe Maxted.
Austin of the Dragons on the left, puts it into the forward pocket. His target might be Maxted, who's taken a mark.
Has a scone, then decides what he wants to do with the footy. That's where the pressure came from. Dragons will get it from Smith. They'll send it inside forward 50. One-on-one contest, Austin at the front. Tried to fend off the Ben Thompson tackle and he's been caught high.
Throws it back in. Ball spills at ground level. Tardrew's been quiet. Gives a handball that's neat to Smith. Cooper Smith goes goalward for the Dragons and puts it through. And the class just rises to the top just when you...
5-goal lead now. Thompson out of the middle, handball backwards to Mullen. Mullen thought about kicking, realised he had a bit more space in front of him and composed himself. Sent the kick to leading Nick Hoare, who took the he dropped the mark, but he was able to get it at the best. Give it off to Billy Evans. Evans with a low pass inside forward 50, hits Bailey Isley. That's better passage of play from Eaglehawk. He kicked the last goal for Eaglehawk for their fourth to bring it back to a 4-goal ball game. 20 out directly in front. Doesn't miss. 2 goals now for Bailey Isley, the first multiple goal scorer on the day. And it is now 8 goals 6, playing 4 goals 6.
Purchase on it. Ball spills now to Tardrew. Tardrew hasn't got the footy. He used his body and protected Keating. Keating collect the footy, and then he goes to the outer side to Connick. Connick handball forward. Tardrew bounces, he grabbed the footy, then he gets collared. Connick offers assistance, then grabbed it, banged it on the boot. Shallow inside forward 50. He's effective in the end.
The second half in the grand final underway. Eaglehawk get the first clearance going in the way of Frost. He'll bang it inside forward 50, and the mark's been taken. Clayton Holmes. The background. Clayton Holmes comes in, 40 out directly in front to fire up the Eaglehawk crowd. He goes goalwards and he shanked it off the side of the boot, and I think it's actually a mark off a shanked kick. I thought it was about to skew into the point post, but O'Shaughnessy's marked it, and he puts it through. The perfect start to the final, to the third quarter.
Just juggling around in the middle. Billy Evans goes through hard. Emerging with the footy as Thompson gets the old 1-2. It went from Thompson to Thompson. There's 4 of them. Well, there's 3 now out there because one of them is in fact injured. Kuma turns and goes. He'll go long and gets a 50-metre
back off a 1-2. Handball further forward. They'll send it inside forward 50 Eaglehawk. It's a chance. It's a no mark to Isley, and a good strong mark's been paid to Sandhurst going back courageously. Make a big case for an epic finish here in the grand final. Keating will send it inside forward 50. Look at that carry in the breeze. The mark's almost been plucked in the goal square. Didn't quite come down. They bring it to the front of the pack. Sandhurst free kick for a trip. Snaps around the body and puts it through. Nick Stagg. There's the responding goal Sandhurst were after.
On the outer side wing. He'll come inboard aggressively. Poor kick, you could tell as he kicked it, come off the side of his boot. Turnover, kicked it straight to Coughlin. Coughlin of the Dragons. He's got right running in support. He'll kick it long inside forward 50. It's a mark by Matty Wilkinson.
Eventually says you have to move the game on eventually. So Evans steps out of the goal square, runs his allotment, hits it straight down the centre. It bounced nicely for Eaglehawk, picked up by Holmes, able to fend off a tackle, handball to Kuma, it went back to Holmes, now they've sent it out to Bennett who's got some space, it's sat up for him, Bennett's able to wheel it inside forward 50, he just blazed it inside forward 50.
If they can hold this margin and then fire home with the breeze in the last quarter is probably on their bingo card. That's probably what they're trying to achieve.
Sandhurst have possession. Lockie Wright. He was a bit laconic off half back. He got pinged. It should be a free. No, umpire said play on.
To Curnow. Curnow was tackled. He dropped the footy. Umpire says play on. The Eaglehawk crowd starting to get involved in this one, and I think they will if they don't get a free kick here. And they will get one. Then he was disposed of the footy illegally. Eaglehawk emerged with the footy. Frost comes up and takes the mark. Quickly handballs off to Ben Thompson from outside forward 50. Sends it to the top of the goal square. Taken in the goal square by O'Shaughnesy. Right from the goal square. He should not miss. And he does not. O'Shaughnessy's got 2.
This quarter, it's 8 to Eaglehawk, Sandhurst, and 7 to Eaglehawk. But the big telling thing is centre clearances. We've got Eaglehawk with 4.
Their forwards have really been able to just dominate so far. Maxted tapped it down. Eaglehawk will track past the footy. They've coughed it up though. It's going to be a little dribbling ball out of the contest. And Jacob Austin becomes the first multiple goal scorer for Sandhurst. Sam Thompson went through, got it to O'Brien. O'Brien's little kick worked out well. Might not have got to its intended target, but it was done nicely by Hoare. Tapped it to Holmes. Back to Hoare. Hoare dribbles one to the top of the goal square. Isley comes out. Snaps around the body. Bailey Isley. Near side here. Donnett's got the footy for Eaglehawk. He'll fire a kick down the line. Jack Thompson couldn't mark it. James Coughlin was able to win it. Handball to Hood. Hood to Tarju. Finds his way out of trouble as he so often does, this Lockie Tarju. Goes backwards Mills. Mills will send it down the line.
Get into the game, Holmes. He kicks it down the middle. Kuma was his target. Was a turnover though. Intercepted there by Coughlin, who goes long to half forward to Curnow. Curnow retreats. Finds his teammate in Morris. Morris goes inside forward 50 and Fergus Green basically left unattended.
Underway, Collins wins it down. It's taken straight away by Mullen. Mullen goes straight out of the middle, inside forward 50 for a big ride and fly from Clayton Holmes. Island stands the mark, 40 out, almost directly in front. Going to the city end, he's put it through. The crowd roars at the QEO.
Tries to shovel it out, but picked up by Sandhurst. Hood over to Wilkinson. Wilkinson Tardrew has a bounce through the middle. 2 bounces. He handballs over the top. He's got a player in Campbell running on. They've muffed it up. I reckon they've muffed it up, and they might get a free kick. Advantage is paid, and Maxted runs into an open goal and goes bang for the 2 Blues. He looks inboard, handballs it back off to Evans. The Mickelson medalist will go inside forward 50. Ireland, he used his body, and it's a free kick to Eaglehawk to Clayton Holmes. Holmes, he's within distance, you would think, to the city end. He'll kick underneath it and kicks a goal. He kicks a goal, and they get closer for his 3rd. They're in a couple of kicks now.
It down. Jumper being held for Eaglehawks. Thompson received the free. Didn't matter because he played on quickly and gave it off to Evans. Evans fires it inside forward. 50. Holmes has got it again. He's 20 out directly in front of goal. 25 out directly in front for his 4th and 2 in a minute. Clayton Holmes gives the crowd a big fist and says, "Come on!" And it's a 9-point margin at the QEO. His kick was smothered by Evans. It spills to Kuma. Tried to find his way through. Managed to fire out the handball. It fell to Mullen. Mullen from outside forward. 50. Goes to goal. Joel Mullen's kicked an absolute ripper. Bouncing ball favours O'Brien. Picked it up cleanly. Gave it to Ben Thompson. Now they're away through the middle of the ground through Mullen. Mullen goes up towards Jonty Neves. Takes it on the second grab. Neves plays on. He's got O'Shaughnessy on his own. He lands it on his chest. Represented the interleague side. In he comes. And he puts Eaglehawk in front in the grand final.
It's a real contest. It's an at-will won by Sam Thompson. Eaglehawk inside forward 50. It's a juggling mark. Isley goes goal and it extends the lead. Listen to the crowd. Just lurking at the top, the dangerous area. Now he goes long, looking for Holmes. Top of the square. Mark! It's an Eaglehawk mark. O'Shaughnessy. O'Shaughnessy. In he comes at the top of the square for Eaglehawk.
Mark taken in the descents. Tapped away though. Dragons will get a chance to look to go forward. Hood found some space. Sends it inside forward 50 in the direction of Fergus Green. He will then centre it. Nice centering pass. And he finds a teammate here.
Twist. They're deep in the forward zone. Sam Thompson of Eaglehawk. He's kicked it straight to Hood. He kicked it off the ground, and as you can kick a goal a minute, and they only need 3. Lockie Hood. Has he had more of an important kick in his whole career? Let's see what he does do for the Dragons. And he kicks a goal. Win a grand final. A couple of minutes remaining. Tardrew of the Dragons to right. They're in the back half to Maxted. Maxted short pass, hits up Keating. Keating didn't quite mark it. By hand back to Maxted. Had to retreat. Maxted long and strong up to the wing.
Stepped around knees with a kick down the line. It'll be a mark to Braden Frost.
50. Eaglehawk desperate. They're at ground level. Oh, don't argue by Thompson. Kicks it beyond 50 and up onto the wing.
He just clears it out of there. Seth Collins tracks after it. And he let it bounce, he let it bounce, and he let it.
They need is a shot at goal just to waste 30 seconds if they can. He'll come broadcast side. They'll set themselves. Oh, Shaughnessy! Took an absolute
tape. Up, handballs to Connick. Connick will go goalwards. Fergus Green marks, but it's too little, too late. Eaglehawk are premiers. The biggest boil over you'll see in a while. The Borough have done the impossible that some said and won the grand final by 10 points. Look at the crowd. Unbelievable scenes at the Queen Elizabeth Oval. Jason Stevens, can you sum up what you've just witnessed?
That's an amazing victory for Eaglehawk. That's it's probably this is in their DNA, their footy club, isn't it? They get to this big dance. They've always been this type of team. That grit and the fight that we've seen all day from them. We thought they were toast in that first quarter, but they stuck with it and were able to fight all the way through.